Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Ben Olson, that's Nathan Fox. We're the founders of LSATdemon.com and our weekly podcast, Thinking LSAT. We have an email here from Anonymous.
Hello! Exclamation point. I'm a freshman enrolled in a 3+3 law program at a lower ranked small school with a strong local reputation. In this program, I would spend 3 years in undergrad and the typical 3 years in law school, but during 1L, those credits transfer back to my bachelor's degree, so I wouldn't have a bachelor's degree until after 1L. This program binds me to the university I attend for law school. I've realized that with transfer credits from high school having knocked out most of my core/prereq classes, I could graduate in 3 years and then apply to a higher ranked law school. Any tips about which path is better to take when to start studying for the LSAT I'd be entering in the fall of 26, and how to create a strong case for a T14 school as a K through JD app from a bottom 100s undergraduate school? Thank you.
Don't worry about that.
Anonymous.
Yeah, don't worry about
why
the
don't
fact
we
that-
worry about that part?
Yeah, because all these schools care about is your GPA. That's the only thing they're going to report on the 509 that's going to become publicly available data and affect the rankings to the extent that those matter.
I mean, get a 4.0.
Yeah.
That you can do, right? How to create a strong case for a T14 school, full stop. Get a 4.0, have a 170 something LSAT. That's how you craft a strong case for a T14 school, especially as a K through JD. I don't give a shit about your internships. I don't give a shit about your work experience, not compared to your LSAT and your GPA. Now, if you already have the 4.0 and the 170 something, then sure, get experience. That's all great. But as an undergrad, your job is get straight A's. If you want to go to law school as an undergrad, your job is get straight A's. Can't stress that enough. You've got to show them that you're capable of jumping through these hoops. Now, if you're like me and you have a shitty undergraduate degree from 10 years ago, that ship has already sailed and you need to focus exclusively on your LSAT. But if you're an undergrad, oh my God, the thing you need to do is get straight A's and just don't worry about all the other shit that might matter to your application.
Yeah. And in terms of this question, right, earlier, Anonymous says, hey, which path is better? Should I stick with my program or branch out? Branch out 100%. That's the only way to get scholarships and to get into better programs.
I'm also 100% on that. I hate these 3+3 programs. I think that they are scammy. They're probably charging you significant tuition for the first 3 years, and then they're going to want to charge you full price for your law program. I mean, what incentive is there for them to give you a scholarship if you're actually bound to the school in order to finish your undergrad?
It's fucking crazy.
You have to do 1L with us, or else we're not going to give you your JD or your bachelor's degree.
They're forcing you to make this long-term decision, right? Oh, should I go to law school? Yeah, as a freshman. It's like, do you even know what you want to major in as a freshman? Most people don't. Yeah. So
you probably don't have to. You probably don't have to be fair. You probably don't have to enter it as a freshman. I bet you can sign up for it as a sophomore or maybe even a junior.
But the fact that they make that available to them is it's like presuming that they know what they're going to do. And a lot of people don't.
Right. And it's just, it's a thing that it sounds good for you, right? Because you're like, well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'm 18. I'm sure I want to be a lawyer. I mean, maybe you know what that means. Maybe you have lawyers in your family or something. Maybe you really are credibly on that path. And you're saying, I want to go to law school for sure. You could always change your mind, which is a big important thing that you should think about. This plan seems to just assume that I'm going to law school or bust, which not really a good plan for an undergrad, I don't think. But the larger problem is that it looks to you like you're going to get, 7 years of education in only 6 years and for the price of only 6 years. But what's actually happening is they are getting their hooks into you on that 3-year law school program. And they're saying it's a way for them to get somebody who is beholden to them and who won't leave for a better offer. They've actually they're holding your bachelor's for ransom if you're in this program.
Yeah. If you're not in the program, you're scheduled to be there for 4 years. If you are in the program, you're scheduled to be there for 6. They just locked in 2 more years of income.
Right. Yeah. And it's just like at a law schools are so competitive and they have to give these crazy scholarships to get people to go to their schools. And you're going to definitely lock yourself out of that, unless this is some crazy program that includes tuition assistance. But I don't think most of these are going to just be like money grabs on the part of the school. I think these programs benefit the schools. I don't think they benefit the students at all. If, if you get great grades, if you get a strong LSAT, if you apply broadly, you're going to get way better offers than whatever stupid like this. There's just no value in this for you.
Yeah. Also, Anonymous, you said you'd be entering law school in the fall of 2026. You want to be a K through JD applicant. I would challenge you on that idea. Um, Go to school. You may need to push off the LSAT so you can continue to increase your GPA, which then might require you to take a year between your graduation and your start of law school. So I don't know, you just seem overly set on law school. I would start opening your mind to other possibilities.
Oh yeah, I think you should be aggressively looking for other things that you could do with your life besides going to law school.
Mhm.
Law school is great for a very narrow segment of people who really know what lawyers do and really want to do that work. I would never take a freshman in college and be like, oh yeah, let's get you on the law school train.
Yeah.
It's like a formula for misery,
Mm.
in most cases.
Yeah.
And so I'm not saying you're going to be miserable in law school, Anonymous, but I think you need to give other things a fair shot as you go through college. If law school is in your mind or any grad school is in your mind, focus on just getting A's in every single class you take. That's your job right now. When to start studying for the LSAT? I think you should do that. Let's see. If you're going to enter in fall of 26, I would like you to have your applications done in the fall of 25. If you start taking the LSAT in late 24, you would have plenty of chances for retakes in the beginning of 25. And you could still get your applications in the fall of 25. So I could see Anonymous starting as early as, yeah, well, starting with your prep. Yeah, I mean, you could actually start with your prep soon-ish but only if you have the time in your schedule and only if you're really locked into law school.
And
You
you're
don't
keeping your 4.0,
and you're
right?
and of course and you're keeping your 4.0 up. Yeah, if you have a if you're in undergrad and you're getting straight A's and you want to study for the LSAT and you can do that and maintain your straight A's, then fine. But if you can't, then don't. Pretty simple math there.
Yeah. Thanks for writing in. Email daily@lsatdemon.com if you'd like to ask us a question or share some LSAT or law school admissions news. Thanks for listening.